Hey everybody, it's me again, Kale. Here once more playing Tales of Arise. Last time we left off, we were in the hunt for that old merry bitch. She's been the cause of a lot of pain and suffering for our poor Rinwell. And also nearly wiped out her entire kingdom. The devious ploy to exploit their hatred. Not even Deadeye deserved that. Well, we did deserve a swift kick in the testicles, I will say that much. Problem is, now we have to find her. I think it's down over there.
I think Huro senses an owl around here.
What? Already went over there.
I see plenty of ruins around here, too. Must have been a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For crown contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue.
Yeah.
Similar to that windmill, for instance.
It's a little fucked up, but...
No choice! Here I come! You're
In a bind?
Get him! Oh, what the hell is that?
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Oh shit. Whoa, God! Fucked his ass right up. Is that a counter stance?
Anything in armor is all mine.
Here's a healing arc.
Fuck him up with that big ass strike, but
Here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
who? Or who? I heard who. Or who? Where who? Who? Or who? Over here? Who? Who, friend? Angel wings! Yay! Bye, friend.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Ooh, more prizes? Sick. Give. Let's find birds. Need to kill more birds. Birds are good money. Not you guys. I'll fight you though.
Get lost!
Take this!
Dance in the wind!
Now! Here I
Sleep
come!
now.
You're finished!
I'll be saving that field! It's a duel of the arc! By the power of water! Glacial fire!
You got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it! Lightning, raging cascade!
It has to be like a counter.
That was a bad idea.
Harsh flame blazer! Magic is out! In here!
Yep, counter.
Yeah, and the bubbly to me. Take this.
It's over! No fun!
Hold him down.
Here, the shadows!
Nice.
Who wants to try next? Here's the roar! Hurricane strike! Interview! Right! More with that heat, Primal! Lightning to death!
I don't know if I like this counter ability.
Here I come!
It seems a bit convoluted for me. Attack, sword strike, 2-hit, slicing counter attack. God damn, I didn't read it fully. I'm dumb. Is there any slash again? Right, heavy build up.
By the power of water! Look sharp!
Try harder!
Here! Tiger blade!
Now we're
Do
not.
it! Geo! Go for it! Well then, let's keep moving.
What's over here? I see a ladder. I see a ladder and I'm curious. Oh, it goes down. Oh, hello. Secret treasure. Oh, shit! More fish! Where does this other ladder go? I don't know if I ever went up that one. Or down this one. Nice! Now we can make ice cream. Bet your Rinwell will like that. She likes sweets. Oh, who am I kidding? Shion and Lal love it too. They're both children when you get down to it.
Do you think this is one of the places where the Dark Wings and Almadria fought?
I wouldn't be so sure. This place appears more ravaged by time than combat, even if there are signs of destruction. It would likely have taken place during the Great Conquest of 300 years prior.
And ever since, it's been a breeding ground for Zeugles, I guess.
Yeah. Kind of the way things went. What down here? More ore? I'll take it. Nice. Although I'm really more partial to, like, level 3 ores now. It's kind of where I'm at in life, is that I can only really use things that are, like, super cool. Just saying.
Get lost!
Here I come!
Lightning strike! I never miss! Thunderblade! Lightning strike!
Flew away!
Piercing roar! Do it!
There we go.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix cyclone!
My turn!
Now!
River!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Everybody
Oh
okay?
god, look at all those
We're all
beaks.
right, Alphen.
Give me more of your beaks!
An opponent like this should be easy.
Glacial spear!
Not
Piercing
today.
hurricane strike! Lightning strike! Hurricane fireball! Freeze lancer! Where are you going? If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Flying free!
By the way, you water!
Still! Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! I'll be saving this one!
Everyone still in one piece?
Nice.
I barely worked up a sweat.
I mean, all sorts of beaks. We're gonna make cash money when we're done here. Beach chill. Oh, hey, buddies! Well, we're only friends.
Seriously?
Is this a joke? Try harder!
Where are you going?
Ow.
This one is mine!
It's over!
If it
curls up, time to get out of the way.
Denied! A big waterfall! Glacial spear!
Its armor's too strong!
It'll split it do it!
Be my guest!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to start.
Down!
You're finished!
Here's a healing arm!
Raining flash!
First aid! Time to shine!
Eternal devastation!
Get him!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
All yours, Kisara.
Not a chance!
Oh, I didn't even die.
No escape!
Thunder touch!
Oh, weird.
Leave the torment to me.
Ha! Not today!
This one is mine.
You're mine!
Make it rain.
You're finished!
Demons descend!
Flashing bang!
Mission accomplished.
Could have been worse.
Holy shit, 8 of those? Hell yeah. We'll take it.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I mean, at the very least, see what you got for sale. Not suppose I got anything for weapons, did I? No, of course not. Dohalim, you need new equipment. That's... You are falling behind. Like, a lot. Of course, so is Shion, when I think about it. Yes, please. How many of those beaks do I have? These type of stones I can grow too. Is the other thing that gives me a lot? Astral masses. A little hard to come by, honestly. One more of those, and one more of those. Thank you. And now we're going into a dungeon, so let's suit up for actual combat.
I hope we manage to catch Almadria soon.
I hope so too, before she can cause any more havoc.
You okay, Rinwell?
Oh, yeah.
Don't push yourself too hard now, okay?
Okay. Thanks.
Don't worry, we'll get through this. Need to find that tofu. I think attack up S is probably the best I'm gonna get. Good up, Law.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
Yay, book sharing! I doubt he's gonna get it.
Poodle, let me know if you sense anything. I want to go back to bed.
Yeah. Me every morning, Rinwell. Feel that. Alright, what's in here?
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
Where are these fucking elevators? Let's go. Kind of bullshit. Oh. It's a boat.
I can't believe there's
People.
actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almadria.
Place in the world to work, but at least there's never having to worry about starving. Can't head out to fish in the ocean, but if you don't mind river fishing, good spot outside with all the fish you could ever eat.
Yeah.
Oh, some flatfish. Nice. I ain't been back in years in a while. Speaking of which, did you hear this? Oh, shit. They don't concern us what's inside. Our job is to process them and move on. They're being worked pretty hard still. Now this is a good setup by any means. Man, look at this modern ass looking fucking boat. Excuse me, sir, what can you tell me about this boat?
You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
What a bitch!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
You do that?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat
Like
and
the
stay
cut of
on
your
solid
jib?
ground.
Whoa there. You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set, and we'll set sail.
Alright, Malavar. Thanks for the hand. Look at that, we got an ally. That time some luck came our way. Ooh, big chest. It's not a big rare chest, but it's still a big chest. What's in it? Oh, nice big treat. Just for me. Oh, nice looking boat. Let's commandeer a vessel. Let's go. To the sea! Some modern-ass looking boats.
This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Good.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves.
Yeah.
In any case, it's gonna be a while before
Renan's
we
always
reach her.
had the problems of numbers.
Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat.
That's what you think.
I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
You okay, Your Majesty?
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
Oof.
What can you tell me
Man,
about
there is a lot of
Amelia?
self-deprecation in that
Not
one
as
sentence
much as
alone.
you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Fair.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak.
Last-ditch effort to
It
do as
is a
much as
way to
possible.
accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
It's true.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to
Look,
believe.
you're taking action now, and
that's
that's
so,
what matters.
Would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone.
Damn right.
Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
One
And
step
you
at a
don't
time.
think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
Glad to have you, Your Majesty. Kisara, are you seasick? You look a little seasick, not gonna lie.
You don't look so good. Are you alright?
Yep, she's seasick.
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even
Oh,
stand?
poor Kisara.
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almadria were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as if the situation in Niaz was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Anyone can be an asshole.
I'll never
Anyone can be a good
tolerate
person.
the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart.
Yeah.
He didn't sink to the depths.
Just
Almadria
needs to temper it
did.
with a good
You
purpose.
don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed.
People
I guess
show
what
their
I'm
true
getting at
colors
is,
when they have power.
if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell
Now's
you
the
the
time
truth,
we steal ourselves.
these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I mean, spectacularly is kind of
I
a...
don't know that I'd say spectacular.
Thank you, Elfin.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Poor Kisara. Over here trying to play matchmaker and then suddenly gets hit with seasickness again. Where the hell is Law? There he is. Hey, buddy. How you holding up?
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks.
Good man.
I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going
Probably
over
could use
his
a slightly
words
more
again and
serious
again.
soundtrack for this boat ride.
And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's
Again.
exactly what you did, Law.
Running in blindly
I
with
think he'd
hatred.
be really proud of you.
It's not a good way to make decisions.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alvin.
His son and his student. Teaming up to be better people. Good stuff. Alright, let's check in with Rinwell. Make sure she's not beating herself up too harshly. Oh wow, not even a skit, just a full-on in...
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
Just gotta recalibrate
But
your
that's
whys.
not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodius Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away.
Yeah. Revenge never
Law
really
let
solves
revenge
anything.
fuel him. And I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But
I think she
I
was
guess-
worried.
I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
Yeah. Still don't know a lot about her origin.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from?
I mean, she does want to kill all the Renin lords.
I wonder how it feels. Not being able to hold another person's hand.
Probably gets real lonely. Can I just say that I'm really glad that we cut out this music for that conversation, at least? Alright. How you holding up, Shion?
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
That's more whimsical than I thought you'd give me.
The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cislodia. The lush green glades of Menancia. The harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins.
Stark reminders of...
And they wouldn't be
The
there if
horrors
it
of this
weren't for
world.
that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
Glad to see he's finally winning you over.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed.
We only get to be better people by knowing those on the other side. Oh shit.
You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No.
It was still that mystery
Sometimes
too.
It feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
Should probably get rid of
A
that.
little.
There's a lot of things we need to do, honestly.
Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right,
Oof.
though.
This is awkward as
It'll
hell.
all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alvin.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
We'll cover emotions later. Don't worry, guys. It's fine. Look, we probably still have a lot of time. This is a Tales game, and I don't even think we're done with Act 1 yet.
Catch up to Almadria. I'll ask Mahavar.
I don't know, it's really kind of hard to, like, place the 3-act structure of a Tales game until you're in, like, Act 3, and then you can kind of, like, look back and see it and be like, ah, yep, that's where Act 1 ended. Right now, it's possible it was Menancia. It might have been Menancia, because that is where we got the rest of the party at. Still, that means this is a long-ass game, though. That ship had a better head start than I first thought. If you want to take a nap before things pop off, now's the time. Sure. Can I keep my food bonus? I'd like to keep my food bonus.
Look who's up. Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
You know, I would have thought an ocean battle would be more likely for the water core, not the wind core.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you?
Of course she's
Think
big.
you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Does it even have cannons? God damn, this thing is massive. Look how small we are compared to this fucker. It's got these weird overhangs and a hole down here. Honestly, this is some Death Star levels of poor planning.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin.
Listen, villain of the week.
Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon
Would you
shortly.
call her profession zoologist? I think so. Is zoology the study and creation of zoogles?
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
Let's go kick her ass! Probably next time, though. I mean, don't have all the time in the world. But I hope you've enjoyed the downtime session, because next time, another dungeon. And a bitch to go throttle. Oh, and some Renans to fight. Sick. They usually drop good loot. Fish guys around here somewhere? I need their fins. Cover that later. Yeah, let me know down below, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll come back next time, and, good. And, infiltrate the enemy vessel. Until then, you know, subscribe to stay. I'll see you in the next adventure.
Shion,
Later.
I want to thank you. What brought this on? What you said
I'll
helped
finish.
calm me. Don't mention it.